destroyed them, and it didn't initially, they didn't initially change. Is that gonna hit me, or where is that going? I don't know where that's going. But, yeah, you can, ooh, deflected both. What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm back in Avorion, woo! And, I'd also like to formally introduce myself. I go by a couple names. It's your pick, you can choose whatever you want. I have gamer tags Macathan. You may have noticed in the chat every once in a while in this game or other games. My actual name's Cody, so you can use that too. Or usually a lot of people that I play with use the abbreviated version of Macathan and just call me Mac, M-A-C-K. Either all three are fine. So take your pick your poison, use whatever name you want. But on to the matters of hand. I need to kill these guys, I think. Are they trading guys? Ooh. Pirates. No, they're not. Oh boy. So I need to kill them. And I got some news for you. I haven't been putting out these videos in a while. There's a good reason for that. Mostly because I've been grinding the heck out of this game. Not on recording, sadly. It's not, this Let's Play wasn't, like, I didn't grind in this Let's Play. I, got a friend of mine, we got together, we played it on, like, local multiplayer, or not local multiplayer, excuse me, that'd be if it's in the same house. No, we, did, like, the connect through Steam, you could play with your friend, blah, 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 that stuff. And, we grinded quite a few days on it, to the point where, in my game with him, we are already at the ring, which I found I forgot a lot of the stuff about this game, but when I was grinding with him, I learned a couple new things. And yeah, so I know a lot more. I've tested a lot of things. I know like almost everything there is to know about the stations now. I also understand yeah, anything I didn't understand before, I pretty much know now. You cannot take over stations yet with the boarding party and the security guys. Those aren't implemented yet. They are able to be purchased, which is kind of annoying, because you can't do anything with them. But they exist. So, and I learned a couple new tricks, too, in the build mode. You have, I'll check it in a second. Finish blowing these guys up. Actually, screw it. I'll just do it right now. Yeah, so in build mode, you got your normal stuff, your items, your weapons, your preloading things. You can actually save stuff here. When you control, I can't remember. Let me do it real quick. So if you select something and you control and then hit V, it pastes it in here. But it didn't paste it 100%. It's a little wonky. But yeah, so if you have the build menu open with the plus button down here and you select something, it's supposed to work. Here, I'll select the entire ship. Control C, Control V. There you go. It saves it as a template. So now you can use it whenever you want. It's cool. So if you design something like a wing or some sort of antenna, you like it, you like the design of it, save that sucker. Put it in there, and you can use it whenever you want. And I think you can just delete, yeah, you can just delete the old ones. Or even delete the the presets they have here, which some of them are cool. Like, I use this one for cargo bay, or excuse me, cargo on the stations we built on the other server, and all sorts of stuff. And then another cool feature that I didn't realize was in here, because again, I forgot most of the stuff in the game. You can, I remember this is to rotate your ship. You use this in the case that you didn't realize that there's a big arrow in the back or below or above, any of those, and you built it backwards. You can just rotate it. Or say you built it upside down for some reason. You can just flip it. Or you built it different on the y-axis and you flipped it somehow and you went the other way. Just flip it and you're good to go. I love that. It's great. Or actually, I don't know if it has the flip. I think it's just... Yeah, excuse me. Sorry. My bad. It's only rotate, so you can't do like a symmetry flip. That doesn't exist. So if you do happen to build it opposite of what you were preferring, then you're kind of SOL. But hey, it exists. paints normal. Predefined shapes is the save menu, which this is kind of useless to me. I don't ever use that. Block stats. That just tells you what it is. Repair ship. That's given. You need this. Save ship. I've done that a couple times with a few designs I've made. And lo and behold, this magical button right over here. I love it so much. It's like the best button ever. So in this button area, you can do two things. One, I love to death because I don't know how many times I've built something I've really liked in design and I was like, I need to make this bigger. I need to make it bigger. I gotta make it bigger. And I'm just, every time I do make it bigger, I destroy the proportions and ratios of like how big things are. So then things look awkward because it's like, that doesn't look like it's accurately sized. Like the cargo bay is super small, or the bridge is like way tiny compared to the overall ship, or it's like way big. And it's just nasty. I hated it. It was uncomfortable to look at. So when you really need to take the time to build your ship perfectly, like it doesn't matter what size you build it, as long as you build it to the ratio that you like make sure everything is accurate, make sure it's organized, it's symmetrical if you build symmetrical ships, make it a little bit future proof so you can add extensions on the inside. I did that with the ship that I played with my buddy. I built like a shell and I just zoomed in. Like when you zoom in like this, this won't work because it's like all compact, but I built like gaps in the frame so I could just zoom in and add more stuff if I needed it. So it was like, like I said, it's future proof. So it worked. It's good. It's great. It's beautiful. Mwah. But what I really like is I didn't even explain this. I'm such an idiot. I'm too excited. All this stuff I learned. I'm so excited. So the scale button or scale bar, when you drag it, you can shrink your ship. And it takes materials off and it will scale it down to fighter size. You can do that if you really like the design of your ship and you're like, oh, I wish I could make that a fighter and produce it in my fighter manufacturing place. I don't know what they're called exactly. I never used them recently. But yeah, so you can save that blueprint, use that blueprint for the fighter, give it a gun, and bam, it looks the way you want it. Like, for instance, I have in save ships, I have an X-Wing that I was making as like a salvage ship or something, and I realized the proportions were too big and blah blah blah. But it's still got the cool layout, like it still looks like a X-Wing. So I was like, you know what? I'll just shrink it down. So I took that blueprint. I haven't saved it again, but I shrunk that down, and I can turn it into a fighter and give it like whatever gun I want. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because now I got an X-Wing fighter coming out of my ship. It's cool. And another thing, let's see. Modify, it works the opposite way too. You can increase the size it scales it percentage-wise, or multiplication-wise. It only does it up to 2, but, excuse me, once you apply it once, you can go back in and do it again, and again, and again, and again, until it's just infinitely larger. I don't know how big you'd want to make it because the crew requirement gets way up there. I have my ship in the other game. It requires like 300 people plus, and the materials scale down the amount required to maintain it. So like the higher the quality of the material, the less people you need to maintain it. So I actually made a mistake by building the other one over there mostly out of iron. I think I built it. I don't even remember. It's been so long. But yeah. So you can scale it up and increase the size. And it's awesome. I love it. I have such a massive ship on the multiplayer, and it's awesome. If I get to the point where I have the resources, I'll probably build it from the blueprint in here, because I like that ship. It's really cool looking. But the other thing, if you don't scale it up, you can still scale it up simultaneously while doing this too. But see, up here it says no modifications. You click that little drop down. You don't have to hit the arrow. You can just click the whole bar. And you notice that it gives you the the ore types, your supply types, resources. If you click it, it now, it's already iron. So let's do titanium. So what that does is it looks at every single block on your ship. It figures out what it is. So if it's cargo bay, hangar, crew quarters, takes all of that and looks into the build menu and says, is there a titanium tier of this? Yeah, okay. So it tallies all that up together. It tells you how much materials it requires to convert that over. And then if you hit this apply button right here, it will apply that change. Everything will move over to titanium. All you need to do is make sure you have the credit cost and the resource cost. And it gives you back the other materials. So if I really like my design and I'm just like, oh, I gotta upgrade it, make it stronger, I just do that. I just click it, click done, and it's it. It's done. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to go in and like use the upgrade or transform thing right here, the transform blocks. I don't have to use that. That was a pain in the butt before when I'd like zoom in. I'm like, all right, I need to get that block, that block. I didn't know it was in there. So now I'm super happy about that. And that does all the way up to Avorion tier. My ship on the other game is Trinium tier, mostly, because Zanian doesn't, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. So the Zanian tier, or Zania tier, doesn't have all of the blocks, because it's a tanky ship. I have armor on it. I have a lot of, like, I don't have a whole bunch of hull. The hull's mainly framework for it. So if I go upgrade to Xenia, it's only going to upgrade all of my hull blocks, all the crew bay or crew quarters, the hangars, the engine, like all the basic tech stuff. Or yeah, all the basic like placement blocks and all the tech stuff, because Xenia is a technology tier. It has all of the shield generators and your hyperspace jump things, your processor cores and all that stuff. And then Ognite is the one that has the heavy duty stuff. It has the armor, the different types of stone, and like the more hull oriented materials for armor building. So if I was to go from my ship, go from Xenia to Ognite, it'll only upgrade the stuff that Ognite tier has, which is great because it'll just automatically replace all my armor with Ognite, but then leave everything that is better in Xenia, or doesn't have, it'll just leave that alone. It won't delete it or anything. Same thing for Avorion tier. If I upgrade from Ognite to Avorion tier, it won't touch my armor because Avorion doesn't, I don't think, has an armor tier. It'll just upgrade everything that has an upgradable tier, and it's just beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Can't stress how much I enjoy this game now because of just that. I can customize my fleet, my ships, on a push of a button and increase their size in like seconds. Modify them in seconds. It's just amazing. It makes everything so much more streamlined, and I don't have to do anything else. It's just great. Sorry, that's just me nerdgasming over this game because I found out a lot of new stuff and I was super happy, and I'm super happy to get back to making a video for it. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and I think I need to figure out what I was doing. I don't even remember because I'm so far in the other one. This one's far behind, but I've learned a couple things that having that HQ quarters is going to really help me with. I learned how to do the station things. I learned that it's best to like build a bunch, have them cooperate, and make butt tons of money. Like in a minute, with just like some low tier stations that work together. It was a oil rig, a oil refinery, and a energy cell thing. It produced energy cells. Best thing ever. Because the other things were kind of meh on their own. They about 17,000 per purchase, but when the oil refinery sold, we got upwards of 112,000 credits, and in like within a minute we had 1 million credits stored in the alliance that me and him built. Perfect. So it's just so fun. I love it. It's great. I found out that another big thing, I know I said I was going to get on topic, but it's just so much stuff I got to talk about. I noticed that you can essentially take these over. I know you said you can't take them over using the security and the raiders or borders, but we encountered a couple sectors with pirate stations in them, and we destroyed them fairly quickly because we were so overpowered. But we destroyed them, And it didn't initially, they didn't initially change. Is that gonna hit me, or where is that going? I don't know where that's going. But, yeah, you can, ooh, deflected both. They, shoot, I forgot what I was talking about. You guys suck. Made me forget what I was talking about. You all suck. Missed. But yeah, they, oh yeah, so when you kill the station, you then leave the sector, and then it will update the sector, letting you know that, hey, this is no longer under their control. And then you can claim it if you want. I mean, there's not much probably left because you destroyed everything. But if you so wanted to, you could put like stuff in there and claim it as your own territory. And expand territory. So that option exists. So it's great. It's great fun. And what I also noticed in my other games is that if you leave the sector, as long as there's not an operating player in the sector, you will not encounter things like this. So I can leave the sector, but my station will still produce stuff and do its thing, and any AI ship I have in the sector doing something like mining, patrolling, or whatever, it will stay active as well. So that was something I really liked. I need to hurry up and kill these guys and then get out of here. Did I ever arm up the other guy? I don't think I armed up the other thing. I need to do that. Okay, he's dead. What came in? More people? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go over here. I'm gonna take care of all these guys. I think I've said my piece. I've gotten a lot of stuff covered and everything, so I will get back to you guys as soon as I have a game plan. Alright, now that that's taken care of, I killed everybody. I made a swift and painless, I wouldn't say painless, just swift death. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to upgrade my station because it doesn't have enough cargo, and that sucker's gonna be making me some money on the go. So that needs to happen. And I also found out that salvaging is the way to go for resources. I couldn't tell you how many thousands of resources I've collected with that salvaging laser on my other server. It's beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. I've like refined my technique, I've refined how I should play. And with that, I should be able to make a pretty good, alliance, empire. I don't even remember what I was doing. But yeah, so let's go ahead and modify this real quick. Go to build mode. I entered it, that's okay. Build mode, let's take you off because you don't need to be there. Take you off. Let's go into titanium. Cargo. Where's cargo? Cargo! Polo! Get it? I'm my jokes are top notch here. Turn safe mode off. So I can delete stuff without it freaking out on me. Delete that, and delete that. There we go. Boom. Okay. Increase the size. Let's make sure they get a lot of cargo space. We want to make sure they got plenty of space on this station. Huh. Didn't mean that to be a pun, but it turned out to be one. I cracked myself up. Come on. There we go. I always forget what button that is that puts it on that plane. Okay. Oh, too much. There we go. Boop. Bam. Now we're in business. Okay, that gave them plenty of cargo space. And now they should be making sales soon, I think. Yep, they're producing more stuff, so that's good. Let's get back in this ship. What's wrong with this one? I don't have any people in it. Did I put upgrades in it already? No, I didn't. Alright, so something's wrong. Your ship has low morale. Okay. Not enough space, engineer. Okay. That's a different game. Crew. Hire crew. Okay, cool. We got some people. Let's pop this up so I can see exactly who I need. I'm not even doctored them. Let's do that first. Where's the doctor? There. Okay. Turn. Fly forward a little bit. Do I have the stopping things on this one? Yeah, I do. They're just not a lot. Okay. Damn it! I forgot to down. Okay. I swear I got the handle on this. We need engineers. They don't sell engineers. Mechanics. They sell mechanics. Let's buy a couple. Can one do it? Nope. Wait. I need 86 mechanics? You're out of your mind. Okay. I'm about to demonstrate this stuff to you. Because we're going to shrink this down. That's too many. Maybe. It's a lot of mechanics. It's not made out of titanium. Okay. So what we're going to do is... I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's see. How many guys you got in yours? You got a lot of mechanics? 17 mechanics. Okay. I'll pay your bills. I need a tankier ship until I get shields. Okay. Crew. Let's buy the... Oh, man. It's going to be expensive. Okay. We need... lots of people. See if I can put them somewhere. Add him there. No, I need to take some off there. There's too many. That's enough there. Add the rest of them here. Oop, way too many. Okay, back some, add some here. Okay, we're almost done. Alright, and with that, we now want to... I need to go to another sector to look for a crew. No one else is in here that's gonna kill people, so I think we're good to go. Dang it. Okay, this is getting bothersome. I've really screwed the pooch on this one, guys. Okay. I'm gonna make a trip, probably just out of their reach. I need to go get people, and I can't do that here, I don't think. I think they're too upset with me to let me hire crew from them. So, I'll be back once I've gotten there and gotten some crew. Woo! Alrighty, we're all geared up. We got all of our crew. It's a lot of people. They cost a lot of money. Let's see exactly how much they cost. Go to your ship's fleet. You know what? Actually, it's only double the hourly wage or double the salary. I don't know how often it takes it out. It says like something per hour, but I don't know if that's real time or some sort of weird made up time. Or it says like a number amount. I'll show you instead of just talking. Yeah, it says CR, which is credits, /H, which I figured was hour, but I don't lose that much credits per hour. I don't think, unless I'm just not paying attention, which could very well be the case. But yeah, so our ship's all manned. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some upgrades on it. Let's see, what's our power generator? Ooh, not too low. Or excuse me, not too high. Ooh. I got sucky cards. Time to go back. Or at least, is our hardware guy here? Nope. Alright, cool. Cool beans, dude. Yeah. So, I don't think this episode's gonna be that long. Because I gotta re-figure out everything. Not figure out. I know not everything. I don't want to sound like I'm a smart ass or something. Or arrogant person. I don't know. Words don't mean much to me right now. I'm too excited, a little tired, and kind of worn out from the day. That's the same damn thing. Okay. We're starting over. Alright, so this episode's gonna be a little short. Possibly very short. I figured out what I need to do, but there's a lot of things I have to do to get it in working order. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff off screen, so I probably won't record at least a couple things. I do have a lot to do. I will record the new stuff, but if it's the same old, I'm probably not going to have it either. I'm going to cut it from the video, or I'm just not going to record that. This video is like part update, part let's play. I just wanted to let you guys know that I found out a bunch of stuff, and I still want to do what I said I wouldn't do, but they're probably going to come out less frequent. They're not going to come out as often as I used to, which was like almost daily. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I hate kind of leaving you hanging because this video would only come out to like a 20-minute video, but I think that's what's gonna have to be. I don't have anything to do right now, or rather, there's tons of stuff to do. That's the exact opposite of what I said. But I'm just kind of taking my time with it. When I was playing with my buddy, we did some math on this map here. You zoom in, you got little squares. You zoom out, you got medium squares, and you zoom out further, you got large squares. And it's one big square, but that doesn't count. So inside each little square is 100 sectors. Inside each big square, or medium square, or no, it's big square. Okay, excuse me. Each sector, or each square has one sector. Each medium square has 100 sectors. Each big square has 100 groups of 100 sectors. So, that's a lot. That's 100 times 100. You're looking at, what was it, 10,000? So that's 10,000 sectors. That's not necessarily true, because like you got to factor in the gaps. But yeah, the amount of sectors is just huge. And if you factor in how much time it takes to even just jump one sector, so let's say it takes you a couple seconds, maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 seconds to calibrate for warp drive, and then you jump. Loading time, depending on how much stuff's in the sector, takes about another 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 5. And then, excuse me, hold on. Alright, and then you have to then wait for your hyperdrive to kick back on. So you're adding like another 40-ish seconds, and then in the case of that super ship I have on the other server, it's 188 because it jumps pretty far and it's massive, so it takes a while. It doesn't have a lot of storage power, but it does have a lot of firepower. But yeah, so all of that math that you would do, you're looking at for this entire map, if it was all sectors, like every single square was visitable words, you'd be looking at upwards of 8-ish thousand plus hours to just go in every single sector. That's a lot of time. Each of these videos are only at most a little bit over an hour and at least 45 minutes usually, but like I said, this one's gonna be shorter. So that would mean I'd have to make 8,000 plus episodes to capture every single little bit. That's crazy. I'm not going to be doing that many episodes in this game. I'm looking at maybe tops 50, 100 maybe. Somewhere in that range. Probably no more than 100. Probably no less than like 25, 30. So, yeah. It's a lot. And then if you factor in the time it takes to destroy stuff, that just multiplies it exponentially. So, sorry to throw math in your face. I'm just trying to, I guess, explain why things are going to be the way they are. So yeah, I'm sorry if this is something you wanted to be a super long series. I said that was the case. Not saying that when I complete my goal I won't come back in and do kind of like fun stuff and just mess around. That's also a thing I want to do. And then there's always future updates when they release new stuff, so maybe they'll interact. I noticed on their news list that they were bringing out buildable turrets, which was interesting concept. I don't know how I feel about that, because I like the turret things we got now, as long as it doesn't offset the balancing too much, because the game's pretty well balanced in terms of guns. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's about all I got for you. If you enjoyed this video, which, I mean, there wasn't too much to enjoy, it's just an update / let's play, pretty much just yammering away while I fly aimlessly through space. But I guess that's all my videos. Yeah, so if you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, leave them in the comment section down below. I will answer them. I will chat with you. For those who are actually following the series and have messaged down below and I have answered, I thank you so much for watching the series. Knowing that you watch it and knowing that people like you enjoy it keeps me going. So one day I'd like to make this pretty big. I think I said in one of my first videos, I want to build a community here. So whatever I can do to make this more enjoyable and get like a lot of people watching, that's great. I don't care about money. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just enjoy sharing stuff and being able to build some sort of adventure and display my talents on the internet. So yeah, sorry for the random ramble. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Avorion, and I hope you have a great day or night, depending on where you are, of course. And my name's Cody, Macathan, whichever you choose, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!